Hi, I'm John. Today I will tell you about the demons of King Solomon. The demons' names, given below, are taken from the Ars Goetia, which differs in terms of number and ranking from the Pseudomonarchia Daemonum of Johann Weyer. As a result of multiple translations, there are multiple spellings for some of the names, which are given in the articles concerning them. King Baal. Baal is in 17th century Goetia occult writings one of the 7 princes of hell. The name is drawn from the Canaanite deity Baal mentioned in the Hebrew Bible as the primary god of the Phoenicians. In this unholy hierarchy, Baal, usually spelled Bel in this context, there is a possibility that the two figures aren't connected, was ranked as the first and principal king in hell, ruling over the east. According to some authors, Baal is a duke, with 66 legions of demons under his command. During the English Puritan period, Baal was either compared to Satan or considered his main assistant. According to Francis Barrett, he has the power to make those who invoke him invisible, and to some other demonologists his power is stronger in October. According to some sources, he can make people wise, and speaks hoarsely. While his Semitic predecessor was depicted as a man or a bull, the demon Baal was in grimoire tradition said to appear in the forms of a man, cat, toad, or combinations thereof. An illustration in Colin de Plancy's 1818 book Dictionnaire Infernal placed the heads of the 3 creatures onto a set of spider legs. Agars. Agars, also Agarot, Agaros, or Agaras, is a demon described in demonological grimoires such as the Livre des Spirits, as Agarot, the Pseudomonarchia Daemonum, the Lesser Key of Solomon, and the Dictionnaire Infernal as a duke under the powers of the East, an old man, riding upon a crocodile, and carrying a hawk on his fist, who teaches languages, stops and retrieves runaway persons, causes earthquakes, and grants noble titles. The Lamagtan and the Pseudomonarchia Daemonum both list him as the second spirit, and state that he commands 31 legions of demons, while the Livre des Spirits, which describes him simply as an old man, gives him 36. The Book of the Office of Spirits places him, as Agaros, second under Oriens, and describes him as an old man riding a cockatrice, sans hawk. The grimoire of Pope Honorius, which refers to him as Agus, is more brief, omitting the crocodile and hawk, and omitting his functions beyond languages and titles. The Grand Grimoire features him as a subordinate of Lucifuge Rofocol. According to Rudd, Agars is opposed by the Shimon Angel Gilio. Sloan MS 3824 mentions Agars throughout invocations to summon spirits that guard treasure, and in the experiment of Agars meant to draw him into a crystal. Vasago. Also Vasago, Uzagu, is the third Goetic demon described in the Lesser Key of Solomon, including Thomas Rudd's variant, as a prince of a good nature and of the same nature as Agars. He rules 26 legions of spirits, and is summoned to tell magicians of past and future events, and locate lost objects. He is one of the few spirits found in the Lesser Key of Solomon but not in Johann Weyer's Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. Vasago is mentioned in the Book of the Office of Spirits as Uzagu, appearing as an angel, just and true in all his doings, with the powers of inciting the love of women and revealing hidden treasures, in addition to ruling 20 spirits. Sloan MS 3824 mentions Vasago in invocations to summon spirits that guard treasure, and in the experiment of Vasago and the experiment of Agars, both intended to capture the named spirits and crystals. According to Rudd, Vasago is opposed by the Shimon Angel Citael. Murderer and vampire-themed cult leader Rod Ferrell used Vasago as a vampire name and burned a V representing this alias onto his victims. Gamaigen. Gamaigen is the fourth Goetic demon described in the Lesser Key of Solomon, referred to in the Crowley Mather's edition as Samaigena, and as Gamaigen, 46th in the Pseudomonarchia Daemonum, in both works as a marquis who initially takes the form of a small horse before transforming into a horse-voiced human. The Lesser Key of Solomon merely leaves his duties at teaching liberal arts and giving accounts of souls that died in sin. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum, Thomas Rudd's variant of the Ars Goetia, and the Dictionary Infernal, however, go into more detail, with Gamaigen forcing the souls of those who drowned into airy bodies to answer questions in either, with Weyer and Duplancy further claiming that Gamaigen can do likewise for souls which dwell in purgatory, which is called cartogra, that is, affliction of souls. According to Rudd, Gamaigen is opposed by the Shimon for Archangel Weyer. Marbus. For the charmed character, see Barbas, charmed. For the bishop and saint, see Barbatus of Benevento. For other persons named Barba, see Barba. For the village in Albania, see Barbas, Albania. In demonology, Marbas or Barbas is a demon described in the Ars Goetia. He is described as the great president of hell governing 36 legions of demons. He answers truly on hidden or secret things, causes and heals diseases, teaches mechanical arts, and changes men into other shapes. He is depicted as a great lion that, under the conjurer's request, changes shape into a man. The name Barbas also comes from the Latin barba, beard, hellebore, a plant used in witchcraft, especially to invoke demons, and also a male name. Valfer. In demonology, Valfer or Valfer is a duke of hell. He tempts people to steal and is in charge of a good relationship among thieves. Valfer is considered a good familiar by his associates till they are caught in the trap. He commands 10 legions of demons. He is represented as a lion with the head of a man, or as a lion with the head of a donkey. Other spellings: Malafer, Lavifer, Vilafer. Ammon, also Ammon and Nahum, in demonology, is a marquis of hell who governs 40 infernal legions. Ammon is a demon and the Grand Marquis of hell and the seventh spirit of the Goetia. He is not to be confused with the Egyptian god Ammon, who often shares the same name as him. The names Ammon and Ammon come from the god Ammon or from the god Baal-Hamon. Nahum means who induces to eagerness. Ammon is a demon and the Grand Marquis of hell and the seventh spirit of the Goetia. He is not to be confused with the Egyptian god Ammon, who often shares the same name as him. According to the Dictionary Infernal by Colin Duplancy, he commands 40 legions of demons and carries the title of prince. Demonologists have associated his name with the Egyptian god Ammon or with the god Baal-Hamon of Carthage. He is also an entity many look to reconcile friends and foes, and procure love for those seeking it. He was written about by Johann Weyer in 1583 in the Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. Ammon, or Ammon, is a great and mighty marks, and cometh abroad in the likeness of a wolf, having a serpent's tail, vomiting flames of fear. When he putteth on the shape of a man, he shut out dog's teeth, and a great head like to a mighty night hawk. He is the strongest prince of all other, and understandeth of all things past and to come. He procureth favor, and reconcileth both friends and foes, and ruleth 40 legions of devils. And much later by S. L. MacGregor Mathers in the Goetia. The seventh spirit is Ammon. He is a marquis great in power, and most stern. He appeareth like a wolf with a serpent's tail, vomiting out of his mouth flames of fire, but at the command of the magician he putteth on the shape of a man with dog's teeth beset in a head like a raven, or else like a man with a raven's head. Simply, he telleth all things past and to come. He procureth feuds and reconcileth controversies between friends. He governeth 40 legions of spirits. His seal is this which is to be worn as aforesaid, etc. Barbados. In demonology, Barbados is an earl and duke of hell, ruling 30 legions of demons and has 4 kings as his companions to command his legions. He can speak to animals, can tell the future, conciliates friends and rulers, and can lead men to treasure hidden by the enchantment of magicians. His name derives from Latin Barbatus, meaning bearded, old man of the demon of hell, philosopher. He is the 8th demon in the Lesser Key of Solomon, while Pseudomonarchia Daemonum lists him as the 6th demon. He is also mentioned in Grand Grimoire as subordinate of Satanosha. Payman. For the Persian name, see Payman. Label redirects here. For the village in Iran, see Label, Iran. According to the Goetia, the Lesser Key of Solomon the King, Payman is one of the kings of hell, more obedient to Lucifer than other kings are, and has 100 according to other authors, legions of demons under his rule. He has a great voice and roars as soon as he comes, speaking in this manner for a while, until the conjurer compels him, and then he answers clearly the questions he is asked. When the conjurer invokes this demon, he must look towards the northwest, the west to other authors, for there is where he has his house, and when Payman appears he must be allowed to ask what he wishes and be answered, in order to obtain the same from him. Payman teaches all arts, philosophy and sciences, and secret things. He can reveal all mysteries of the earth, wind and water, what the mind is, and everything the conjurer wants to know, gives good familiars, dignities and confirms them, binds men to the conjurer's will. If Payman is sighted alone, some offering or sacrifice must be done, and he will accept it. Then 2 kings called Bebal or Labal, and Abalim, will go to him together with other spirits, often 25 legions, but these other spirits do not always come unless the conjurer call upon them. Payman is depicted as a man with an effeminate face, a strong man with a woman's face according to other authors, wearing a precious crown, and riding a dromedary. Before him often goes a host demons with the shape of men, playing trumpets, cymbals, and any other sort of musical instruments. Other spellings, Paymonia, Monia. Boer. Boer is a spirit that appears in the 16th century grimoire Pseudomonarchia Daemonum and its derivatives, where he is described as a great president of hell, having 50 legions of demons under his command. He appears when the sun is in Sagittarius. He teaches natural and moral philosophy, logic, and the virtues of all herbs and plants, and is also capable of healing all infirmities, especially of men, and bestows good familiars. He has been described as being in the shape of Sagittarius, which is as a centaur with the bow and arrows. Additionally, Louis Le Breton created an illustration of Boer, later engraved by M. Gerald, depicting the demon as having the head of a lion and 5 goat legs surrounding his body to walk in every direction. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel.